Right, 622. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's got room. Shows his strength at the 50. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, McKinnon again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Second down, McKinnon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
11. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go now. Let's get it.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Down. 50-60 Pittsburgh.
55. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Check 37. Check 37. Now.
McKinnon. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. So
in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second. But
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
55. My God, 55.
3rd and long. It's locked. Man open, Rice. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
57. 57.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Flushed up, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Luck. And this is caught. It's Parker. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's got some breathing room. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 366, bullet high.
Out of the gun, Luck. And it's caught by Parker. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Williams. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, guys. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Rush in. Hey, I got him. That's me. Under 10.
Now Kamara. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Harris. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vic. He'll get this one complete to Davis. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Off the play fake, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check 13. Check 1.
Here's Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Luck now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Back to throw. Luck. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I rather believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Reset. Mark 55. Mark 55. Here we go, T. 12. 55.
Luck on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout. Defensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Switch.
Come on out here. Come get some.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Cooper was the intended target. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Locke. Going deep here for Parker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Vick. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. For the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Safety screaming. Motion, motion, motion. Middle.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Let go, defense. Let go, defense.
And that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Double up. Double up. Shift. Check 43. Showing up. Check.
49, check 49, check.
Go.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of count.
That's caught at the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
11. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming, boys.
Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Hey, check right.
Hey, wahoo! Push him back.
Here we go on fourth. Love. That'll be caught by Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, pick your game up. Hatchet.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds his man Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Right, 40! 54, Mike, 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
And they take a knee.
On the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.